What the hell? Oh my god. Oh my freaking goodness me. Hello there. Welcome back to my channel. My name is SKYMAN Universe and your Star Wars quote for today. Well, of course I know it. He's me. I just can't believe we're here. Finally, I made the mistake of watching John Williams perform live the Obi-Wan Kenobi theme, and already that's just got me feeling so emotional. And just to see him up there on stage, sort of being helped on stage as well, and still creating these masterpieces of music, and it's so perfect for this show. Like, Obi-Wan hasn't had a theme, and to hear a bit of like the Star Wars Luke Skywalker theme in there, it got me on my feels. So I haven't even got to this show yet, and I'm already feeling emotional. So we're off to, whether you call that a good start, bad start, I don't know. I feel like we have waited years and years and years for this show to come out, and just hoping and dreaming and speculating by yourself and in your head, wondering what can happen. And we're at this point now where we could finally watch it, and we're actually going to see what happens. Obi-Wan Kenobi is the dearest character, I'm pretty sure, to all of our hearts. Obi-Wan Kenobi is integral to Star Wars throughout, and the fact that we've got him again for a prequel-esque and an original-esque series is just magical. And there are two things, like I'm so excited, and words can't describe my feeling right now, and also incredibly nervous, and just I don't want episode 3, 2, 1, 4, 5, 6 to be tarnished with anything, and I don't want any tarnishing at all. I'm very confident in Deborah Chow, and I love the fact that it's just one director, her, doing the whole thing. What she's done in The Mandalorian has been perfect in my eyes, and so I'm very confident for what she's going to do here. But then, I don't know, the fact that it was a movie and now it's a TV series, it makes me wonder what sort of feel this show is going to be like, where they're going to go, what directions, what the new characters are going to be like. And one thing that is just so clear to me, every Star Wars movie, all of George Lucas's Star Wars movies, you're immersed in there. You don't really second guess it. You're immersed. You're away from everyday life. It is the perfect form of escapism. Always has been. Always will be. It's sacred. Please don't touch it or ruin it. TV shows, you could see elements of real life being put in. And just for the sake of this show, for the sake of just my love for Star Wars, I just hope they haven't gone down that route. And it's just clear from everything. And it's just about this amazing story. That's all like I would ask for this series. And to see Ewan McGregor play Obi-Wan, but a bit more like Alec Guinness as well, and then Hayden Christensen, seeing them back together. I mean, I've never understood like prequel disliking really at all, and it just brings so much warmth and joy to your heart just to see those two together. And the Star Wars Celebration as well, like I was literally cheering on the TV. It was so much fun seeing them together. So yeah, there's a slight bit of apprehension, but my God, I'm so excited to watch this and react to it and talk about it and then just rewatch it. And yeah, this is what we've been waiting for such a long time. And I can't see how you can make this bad or anything like that. You've already got the winning formula already. You've got Obi-Wan Kenobi, you've got Darth Vader. I mean, you're on Tatooine. You've got Uncle Owen, Luke Skywalker, Aunt Beru. What more could you want for a story? Like for a TV Star Wars story, all the key components, everyone's there. So yeah, I almost don't want to watch it. I like this moment. You know, I always loved this moment before, but we're gonna watch it because I literally could not sleep last night. I would have been at Star Wars Celebration to watch this as well. I'd love to have been there, but unfortunately, I couldn't be. All I could say is that our Star Wars fans have been waiting such a long time for this moment. And it's such a sacred point in time where the prequels have revisited, and this is everything I wanted in Star Wars, I'm not going to lie. So let's watch this. Let the tears of enjoyment flood. Skip recap. Who on earth would do that? Perfect start. Perfect
To
start.
the prophecy of the one who will bring balance to the Force. You believe it's this boy?
That this boy's future is. The boy.
I love that they're doing a recap so much. I can't believe they're even doing a recap. This is just the best. I just love this so much. This is such a great idea for an introduction. The fact that they've done this means they have to keep the feel of the prequels in here. It's gotta match.
Achieve a power greater than any Jedi.
I just feel like a trailer at the moment. This feels so real and alive. I don't know how to explain it. It just feels like you're watching it fresh.
The children must be
I'm starting to think perhaps I'm watching the wrong thing. Maybe I'm watching a trailer.
somewhere where the Sith will not send your old master. How to commune with him, I will teach.
Oh my god, the fact they've just included that just means that's gonna happen. See what I mean? I've lasted 2 seconds. They're gonna have Qui-Gon stuff in there. Oh god. Sure. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Tell me they're not going there. What the hell? Oh my god. Oh my freaking goodness me. What the I've dreamt of this. I've said it in countless videos that I'd love to see. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, they're the younglings that Yoda and Obi-Wan walk down. I can't believe what we're seeing. My eyes deceive me. Have we just seen that? Have we just watched? People, life. Tatooine is Tatooine again. It's pretty cool. And cool looking aliens there as well. Hopefully they CGI'd more lines in there. Banking on seeing some Rhodians in the background or something Weakros or something like that. Obi-Wan! See that sort of bar looks very Tatooine-esque already. I like it. It's cool.
Do you know the key to hunting Jedi, friend?
Patience.
It is patience.
The trick is
Maybe
not
he's
to
looking for people like him.
compare him to
Comes across this establishment. Nice
this is
place.
Jacob Isaacs, Lucius Malfoy.
Then he's doing.
Oh dear. There shouldn't be 2 Jedi in Tatooine. Only one.
I will relieve you of your duties. Is that clear?
I think I'm warming to the Grand Inquisitor.
Consider him forgotten.
Reva, not so much yet. I don't know why. I feel like I'm getting sort of Django Fett game musical vibes. Obi-Wan. Oh my god. There he is. Welcome home.
Something you want to say?
Dunno. You don't sound like you're from this movie. Oh, hello there. I love that Obi-Wan's theme is quite apparent so far. It's really nice. I feel like everything we've seen so far is from the trailer, which makes me wonder what the hell is going to turn up later on. And I love that there's a new Opie there. Say something, please. Say something. I love that his cave is just like Yoda's.
You're late. Do you have it?
So I've got this big grin on my face and I just can't wipe the smile. It's like Ewan has come home. It's where he belongs. Oh, they go in there. Oh my gosh. I feel like this is us every night dreaming Star Wars. Keep it together, SKYMAN. Seriously, just...
Master.
I can't believe that. Seriously, just can't believe you even said those words. I mean, so far is exactly what I wanted to see with Obi-Wan. And they've touched on Qui-Gon Jinn, bad dreams, nightmares, prequels, Order 66. Like, oh my god. No. Why is this so freaking goddamn emotional? I love it. And that's how Luke got his toy. I mean, oh, good. What's your surname? Kenobi. Oh, Ben Kenobi. Do you know any Obi-Wans?
We lost.
Just hearing him say some words.
You were once a great
It's
guy.
Obi-Wan. Like, say, give him money, get off the planet. Alderaan. It's not even her. Getting emotional for nothing.
She's either in the cellar,
Said
in the
before.
kitchen.
When you have your child, you have a new perspective on the way you see things.
You get out of this what you put
About
into.
Bale. Who'd you think
You
was
know, I
Anakin's
can
and
feel
Padme's
you
daughter?
doing
I want you to stay away from him. We don't need anything from you, Ben.
It's just a toy.
You don't care if he's okay.
This gives me shivers everywhere.
You care.
Those two, I think, will always be the most perfectly cast people ever. And the fact we see them in scenes together is just the best.
We're not under the Empire's.
Oh my god. Don't come near Owen Lars.
Tell me where the Jedi is, or this man and his family die. Abandoned.
They're no match for Obi-Wan.
There is no
So it's like he can just silently go hunt them down. I've taken a disliking to the Inquisitors. They're a bit like Sith ones.
Next time.
Next time for you, another happy landing.
sick
So
of
is he the
wasting time.
Inquisitor,
This place is beneath.
the one that was in Rebels, the really, really tall one, like the intimidating one? Because if they made him really tall, that would be really good.
Maybe you've been looking in.
I think one of the things which I like is that Sith, people in power, they're always more scary when they're reserved and controlled. And I think that's what makes them a threat. But when like Ryu is shouting loads and getting sort of tangent kind of Ren vibes.
And do it for you.
Well, they've got a happy relationship. Alderaan. Looks beautiful.
Right on time as always. Anything good today?
A trade ship and
I love that so much.
Let's get this over with.
Hey, I didn't even see. Oh, That's so good. Oh, I love that.
You don't need manners when you're talking to a lower life form.
Shut up, you stupid kid.
You made one decision for yourself in your entire life, and you never will. I may not have
So
seen
Leia.
much, cousin.
Why?
I wanted to get
Again.
out way past Cthulhu. Chief, Virgo. Had to find some other adventures. Started chasing your mother instead. You get to boss him around for real.
Oh, love you, Bill.
Now,
For you.
Oh my god. Flea from Red Hot Chili Peppers. Oh my. Brilliant. In the Star Wars universe. I'm going to see him in a couple of weeks. So sad.
Obi-Wan.
I told you. I'm not the man you remember.
Well, you're going to have to be.
I can't leave the boy.
This isn't about the boy, and you know it. Please, old friend. For her. One last fight.
Where's Obi-Wan gonna go? How's he gonna leave the planet? Is there a secret something which might turn up that you can fly? He looks so awesome. Oh, my bones are aching. Brilliant. So I think what we're going to do is watch this separately. So the next section is going to be in another video because there's so many things in that episode, that chapter, which just, for me, it's just the emotional core of Obi-Wan. And everything, even though it was slow paced and it was nothing really, if you think about it, nothing really progressed too much, but it was perfect in the sense that you feel for Obi-Wan in a new way that you've never felt before. So everything he does is just special and emotional, and even like when he pulls out the lightsaber there. I mean, this is something so important for me. I think of like the prequels. When you see something like his lightsaber in there, then I know it's old Ben's lightsaber, but for me, it's like him looking at the prequels sort of thing, and now I get to live the prequels again from being 15 to in my 30s now. I mean, it's like I get to relive it again somehow, and this continuation of the story is just making me love and feel like Star Wars is alive so much at the moment. I mean, the fact that they got a young Leia in there as well. Now this is the thing, I've said it purely because I've recently had a child. No, not so recently, no. But you see things in a slightly different way. And every time I see a child, I compare it to my child. And I could see it all the time. And it's like these emotions which you never think you have. Like, I wouldn't consider myself, or would have considered myself an emotional person at all, except from the Luke Skywalker bit. I think that's probably the first time I cried in I don't know how long. But since I've had a child, everything, every single thing just makes me feel emotional. I don't know if it's like heightened senses or something, but it's unlocked something. And now every single thing that I see in Star Wars, if I get that emotional thing, it's like I can't hold it in. And the thing is, everything is making me feel emotional. The music, which I must say is absolutely perfect. And there's moments in there where you could use the Force theme, which I hope it will be used. But because it's composed by John Williams, I know it's The music, the soundtrack's done by, I've forgotten the name, but she did Loki, and I thought the score for that was really good. But they're going for something more orchestrated with Kenobi, but the fact you hear the theme all the time instead of the Force theme, because it's done by John Williams, it carries the emotional weight, and this is something which it sort of writes, it creates itself like the Force theme did, and now the Obi-Wan Kenobi is sort of creating sort of new memories and a new theme for something so important, just like what the Force theme is as well. So it's just things like that, I think, just absolutely marvellous. Subtle moments with Obi-Wan where he's on Tatooine and working, and the interaction with Owen Lars is just perfect. Like, I've thought it many times, thinking those two are the best cast prequel actors. I mean, you couldn't get better than that. And I think they were just perfect in the prequels, but now you see them together, like their paths collide over something so important. I love that so much. And I mean, the Inquisitor thing, I'm still sort of slightly unsure about. Like, I think I like them, but then I think I don't like them so much. The only reason why I wouldn't like them is because we know what Obi-Wan can do, what he's capable of. Sure, he's not the same person, but you're still a Jedi Knight, and you're still capable of it, deep down. And the Inquisitor is not the level of Obi-Wan and Darth Vader. The Sith don't train the Inquisitors to their level. They remain Inquisitors at a certain level, and the Sith will always supersede that. To me, Obi-Wan is in that sort of level, so any Inquisitor that starts bleating off and shouting and being overconfident, it doesn't feel like a genuine threat to me. The bit at the end where Reva sort of calculated the kidnap of Leia, that to me, that's scary. But her shouting in the face and threatening people like Owen Lars, who I love anyway, that to me, I think, just clear off for Obi-Wan, just deal with that, please. But I like the Rebels one, if it is the Rebels brother, I don't know. But I think he's pretty cool because he's reserved. And the Grand Inquisitor, sure, I'm going to be comparing him to Jacob Isaacs, I think that's his name, or Isaac Jacobs, Lucius Malfoy. But I think in order to enjoy it, you've got to sort of see past that in a way, and I think I can easily see past that, and just have him sort of a new sort of character with the sort of backstory that we know already, and know what's going to happen to him after this as well. But I think the presence of Inquisitors is a good idea. Inquisitors are sort of like a pain in the arse, like they're always there. They turn up when they're not wanted, and I think that's the point. They keep turning up when they're not wanted. So I think that's they're a good threat for Obi-Wan Kenobi, because you can't send in Darth Vader straight away, obviously. But let's talk about the elephant in the room here, and that's the start of this. Years of talking and dreaming and wondering what Order 66 was like, and we see another perspective of it, and we see, I'm quietly confident those are the younglings which Obi-Wan and Yoda see, and cut down by lightsabers they were. And who could have done this? And because it's on the same bridge, and you watch out for all those videos that say things that you missed, or you didn't miss it. Like Star Wars fans, we don't miss any of those things, we see it straight away. I hope they pay special attention as to who was lying on the floor to hopefully match them. I probably would look at that because I'm that sad, but yeah, I think there's one thing with that, and that's with the Jedi lightsaber training. It's so strange that I could tell that Jedi who was saving those younglings, they're not trained. They don't have the Nick Gillard stunt coordinator feel. They don't swing a lightsaber like a Jedi, so the moves are sort of sporadic, and they're up against blasters, and they're doing all this slow twirly thing, and then moving it around. It's not like that. Like Nick Gillard did it quick and efficient, and the Jedi was always like, they could preempt things, so that's how fast they were. So to see like maybe one or two clones take on the Jedi, I mean, a Jedi will take on, I don't know how many legions of battle droids. I mean, if they could stand up against them, I think 2 clones would kind of also be no match. So one thing I would probably change is just add a shed load of clones. The whole point is that the Jedi are overwhelmed with a surprise attack. So a couple of clones doesn't give off that feeling. I do hope and wonder if they're actually live action suited clones as well in Clone Armor. If so, that's the first live action clones we've seen. I know we've just seen them kind of in Andor as well, like the latter phase. But the fact that they touched there and then did the whole montage at the start with the prequels and just got you in the mood, it was perfect. That's everything that I wanted, and it was like I was watching it from the first time again, and it just feels so special. Like, honestly, I cannot tell you how happy I am with what we're seeing so far. And there's one thing, Bryce Dallas Howard, when she had her episode on Boba Fett, and it was the sort of Mandalorian episode, Tatooine looked perfect. Like Tatooine, it must have been the color grading, something like that. But I connected with that episode so much because it felt and looked exactly like a Star Wars prequel movie, or in the Star Wars universe. This does have that sort of fresh, new, up-to-date look for Tatooine, where everything's crisp, and I would have just tweaked it ever so slightly to pay homage to a more sort of a warmth of New Hope Tatooine. I don't know how to explain it, whether it's color grading, create a little bit more sort of color atmosphere in it, I don't know, but it's to show that it's sort of hot. I don't know, it sort of creates that sort of heartwarming feel, which I'd always get when we were in Tatooine in the Star Wars movie. That's just like the tiniest thing which which my brain notices, and it notices things like that. To you, it's not an issue at all, and maybe something you never didn't even notice, but for me, it's just, I want things to be like, if you put the prequel movies at the start, then it's got to like feel exactly, it's got to align with the look. Like Alderaan, I thought was perfect, and it perfectly aligns with it, and everything we're seeing really aligns with it. And even like with Obi-Wan, when he's on his Yopi and going to his Yoda-esque cave, God, that's so special. Like, honestly, just seeing stuff like that makes me so happy, and I love the fact that we're going to get this longer. A movie would have been shorter. This, you get to expand and see Obi-Wan in these moments, and I couldn't think of a character I wouldn't want to see more of than in these sort of elongated moments where you get to just see him think about stuff. Now, see it from the perspective of the Mandalorian. When Luke Skywalker turned up was just the craziest thing ever. I'll never forget it. That would just be one of the best reactions ever. I can't see how that could be beaten ever. But Obi-Wan Kenobi is on path with Luke Skywalker for me, so that I'm getting the exact same, even though it's not on a surprise level, I'm getting the exact same amazing feeling inside. Even just seeing Obi-Wan, like everything inside is just gleaming with happiness, because I can't believe that he's back. We're seeing Ewan McGregor, we're seeing him on Tatooine. It's just all of it, everything that I wanted, we're seeing. And I think Deborah Chow, for what we've seen so far, has done an amazing job. I don't know how much they've flown in Jon Favreau attached to this, but they got to be right. And because it has their sort of seal of approval and respect all over it, which I love so much, you can tell this has been as respectful as much as it possibly can be, which is what I love so much. And one more thing before we move on to the next episode, the fact at the start where we had Yoda giving instructions of Obi-Wan to train him to speak to Qui-Gon. Then after Obi-Wan's dream, he talks about he's trying to commune with Qui-Gon, meaning that they're not talking at the moment after 10 years, or maybe they did, but he can't commune with him, whether his capability with the Force is not strong enough. But to me, Dagobah is calling Obi-Wan, and training there must be, and communing with Qui-Gon. I'm gonna lose my crap. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna hold it in. I just won't be able to. I'll try, but yeah, if that scene's coming, which I feel like something special is, it's all special, but something like that is Star Wars for me. Like the first introduction of the Phantom Menace, was my step into the sort of cinema world, and Qui-Gon was there at the start of it, and Obi-Wan. So yeah, everything we've seen so far is perfect. Tell me all of your favourite moments in there. Well, and if you didn't have favourite moments, tell me every single thing that you thought about this show. Leave it below, because I'm going to be reading every single thought that you have. This is something so special for me. I hope it is for you as well, and we get to enjoy watching it together. Yeah, so tune in. Next episode is coming literally straight after this video, so we can look forward to that. This is so great. 2 episodes in one day. Perfect. And if you're at Star Wars Celebration as well, or watching it and enjoying it, hope you enjoy it. It's looking so much fun. Wish I could be there. But anyway, see you in literally a few minutes. Take care of yourself, and remember, the Force will be with you always.